Hello, everybody. It's me again with another chess puzzle. White to move and win this. And I already wrote in the thumbnail that it's not correct to promote this to a queen. Let's just have a look at it quick. Black will sacrifice his bishop. We take, and then black will play his pawn to g4. This one is pretty dangerous, actually. The king will follow also. Our king is far away, and just a rook and a bishop against the rook and two pawns is not winning. Actually, black is slightly better here. So we have to find something else. Of course, our pawn is going this way, and the black pawns are going in this direction. Okay, so pause the video now, think about this, and see if you can find out the winning variation for white. Go ahead. And welcome back. Well, of course, we want to get rid of this bishop. Could we do something like playing bishop c4, attacking this? There's a point in this move that black cannot take it, cannot take our bishop with either the bishop or the rook, because we will get to promote. Does this, then we just exchange and then promote. So this is not good, but the sad thing is that bishop to c4 is just not threatening that much. Yes, it's threatening this bishop, but he can simply move it to c8 instead and cover everything here, and we don't really have anything else to work with. So, well, I'm not going to show all these different variations. This is just not getting anywhere for white. Okay, you can show one. Maybe we can try this bishop f7 to attack here. Want to get this rook here, but this is just too slow. Black can simply ignore it, actually. You can just let us take this pawn, something like this, and then continue up with his king to f4 or h4. This pawn is getting dangerous. We have the same amount of pieces here, so it's equally in material, but our king is just not active at all. So no, that's not a good first move. Not good enough to win anyway. Okay, maybe you thought of this move. This was the first I thought after 1 second. Maybe this could be something. Nice little rook sacrifice. Of course, if black takes it with the bishop, then again we can promote. We are queen up, and eventually we will win this. But there's no point for black to take that. He can take with this rook, and we take back, and then again back to c8, which is equal play also. But to be honest, black will not take here. Instead, he will do a much better move than this. He will play rook d7 and threaten checkmate on his own. And this is unstoppable. There's no point for us to promote. We will get checkmated. So the only way to prolong the agony for us is to sacrifice our rook and get us one more move before we will get checkmated. So starting with rook c4 is a very, very bad idea. Okay, what about starting with a rook check here? Well, it's obviously black only has one move if he doesn't want to sacrifice his bishop. But, I mean, this is not getting anywhere for us. Of course, we cannot exchange, then we give black two very strong pawns here, and our king is far away from the action. This is not good. And if we move our rook somewhere, well, we didn't achieve really anything. Then black can start attacking with his g-pawn, still has control over this c8, and he can also just sacrifice the bishop for it. It will not be enough for us to win. So, okay, back to the starting position. Well, what do we have left? Well, the correct move, of course, which is, well, we want to get the rook to h1 with a checkmate. In order to do that, we need to block this rook. And we do it with a beautiful bishop sacrifice like this. Bishop g4 is the correct starting move. Now, look at this. Of course, we are threatening checkmate in one, so black cannot attack himself with rook d7. He has to do something about it. The king cannot move. If he takes the bishop with his bishop, well, then comes the check. The black rook is blocked here, so he has to put his bishop in between, and this will allow us to promote to a queen, and we will win this. It's actually checkmate in just a few moves. Maybe at first sight doesn't look very, very easy, but it is. If black moves his pawn here, well, then it's a check. And more or less force moves like this, check, and checkmate. And if he tries something like rook f4, he has to stop queen f8 checkmate. White will play a simple calm move like rook g8 to stop the rook from coming to f8, and then he will maneuver the queen somewhere to get either here, 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 or along this diagonal when, oh, not like that, when black moves his pieces. And this is checkmate in 4 moves, 5 moves from here. So if you want to have that puzzle, you can see if you find the mate in 5 move here. Okay, so back to the starting move. So black cannot take it with his bishop, he cannot move his king, and he cannot ignore it because of the checkmate. So he's doomed to take this bishop with his rook. So the question is, of course, what did we achieve by this? I mean, we're still still the bishop here to cover the c8 square. We just sacrificed the bishop for maybe nothing, but now we have a clever tactic move. Can you find the correct continuation here for white? Pause the video again if you need. Okay, here we go. Now we promote, and of course black has to take this queen, otherwise we are far behind. And now we just sacrifice the bishop, sacrifice the pawn. Obviously we cannot just take this. This is not winning. This is losing. Black will move his rook somewhere and then run with his pawn. So, but we made black put his rook here on g4 because we want to block this king in. So we're going for the checkmate, but not from h1 like this, but instead we play rook c7 and we want to checkmate on h7. And look at this. Black cannot do anything about this. If he moves the rook anywhere, well, it's a checkmate. The king cannot move because now it's blocked by the rook, so it's still a checkmate. And, oh, sorry. The only thing he can do is to prolong his agony by putting his bishop in between. We take it, and now it's going to be checkmate in the next move. Even though we're 2 pawns down, this is unstoppable checkmate for white, with putting the rook on h7 in the end. And this was a real clever tactic variation that we have to count all the way from the start with a beautiful bishop sacrifice to begin with, and then the rest, well, I just show you. All right, I hope you enjoyed this little tactic finesse, and I hope you like my videos, all of them. So see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.